Okay, so people, yes, I know I look horrible. I'm not wearing any makeup. My hair's not fixed. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've been painting, right? So, we decided to take a break from what we was doing. And I went and checked our mail. Well, my mail. And I got this little thing in the mail, which is like for the Human Rights Watch, which you can find that at www.hrw.org. And I was actually reading it while I was taking a little break, and they're in there eating lunch, which I can get to that later. But I was just reading it, and right here it says, which I don't know if you guys can see, it says, "Did you know?" And I'm going to try to make this a quick video, but it says, prior to the recent Supreme Court decision ending the practice, the United States, yes, the USA, was one of 6 countries in the world, now, in the whole world, in which the juvenile death penalty was lawful. The United States has been responsible for 2/3, which is 66% of juvenile executions worldwide only since 2002 now. That's like what, 6 years? In 6 years' time, the United States has been responsible for 66% of juvenile executions. And it says the juvenile death penalty remains in force in China, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Iran, Nigeria, and Saudi Arabia. Well, when I read this, I'm thinking, like, wow, because 66% of that is all from the United States. So evidently, we're not making good examples on the younger generation. And not only that, but I was thinking, I promised you guys I'm going to do more controversial videos, and I'm definitely going to do more of a professional video on this, I guess you could say. It's going to be about the death penalty in itself and how I feel about it and what my opinion is. But what I think about the executions of juveniles is that, it doesn't matter to me I don't care how old the person is, which is going to sound terribly harsh, and I don't care if I get bad comments because this is my opinion, this is how I feel about it. If somebody has enough gall about them to kill somebody, then yeah, I'm definitely for the death penalty. I believe, death for death. If you kill somebody, you should be killed. If you steal from somebody, chop your hand off. If you rape somebody, chop it off, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm so for the death penalty. And, it may sound horrible. It may sound very horrible about, if a 13-year-old goes and kills somebody and then they're charged with murder and it's going to be put to death. I know that's horrible because they're a child. Well, I know there's going to be so many comments on this that I'm not going to be able to believe it. But I'm not talking about, a child defending themselves. I'm not talking about that at all. So don't go and get it confused. I'm saying if a so-called child is trying to become, like for example, a part of this gang, or however you want to say it, and in order for them to be a part of that, they have to go and commit a crime. Whether that crime be theft or larceny or murder for that matter, I still think they should be charged like an adult because they're doing what they believe is, I guess, going to be right and what they want to do in order to fit in the situation they're trying to fit in. Nobody's making them doing that. They're doing that on their own choice, their own recognizance or whatever you want to say. So yeah, I believe in the death penalty, and I'm definitely going to do another video after this one with a more in detail opinion about it. So yeah, you people hit me up, let me know what you think. I definitely want to know what your comments are. So yeah, maybe we can have a little bit of debate about it because I'm always open to hear what other people have to say, and y'all are definitely going to hear what I have to say about it. So I will talk to people later. Keep it real.